Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Reynolds with Board. Better off reading every day. Today we are celebrating graduations. Everybody who graduated, everybody who's getting ready to graduate, and everybody who just looks forward to a good graduation celebration. That's what we're doing today. Celebrating all the classes of whatever class you're going to be in or you were in. Celebrating. The first book is Happy Graduation, and this is a ready to read level 1 book. Robin Hill School, Happy Graduation. Michael woke up early on graduation day. "Come on, Cookie," he said. "You are done with first grade too." He put a cap on and a gown on Cookie. "Now you are ready." Michael took Cookie to school. He made sure she was safe. In the classroom, Emma was fixing Andrew's hat. Hannah was tripping on her gown. Mrs. Connor took the first graders outside. All the parents were there. "Before I get out the diplomas," said Mrs. Connors, "I have something to say." "Woof, woof, woof," said Emma. "Oh no," said Ayana. "Cookie got loose," said Michael. "Cookie was running all over." She knocked over the cupcakes. She spilled the juice. She grabbed the diploma in her teeth. "Come on," said Becky. The first graders made a circle around Cookie. Kate called her name. Nia held out a biscuit. Michael picked up her leash. Emma rubbed her tummy. "We saved the day," said James. "Now line up," said Becky, and they did perfectly. "Well," said Mrs. Connor, "I do not have to say what I was going to say." "Huh?" said Egan. Mrs. Connor said, "I do not have to say that you learned how to listen and how to work together," she smiled. "You showed that you can do those things. You showed that you can do those things." The first graders got their diplomas. The parents cheered for all of them. But Cookie got the loudest cheer of all. And that is the end of Robin Hill School. Happy graduation. Ready to read level 1. The night before kindergarten graduation. The night before kindergarten graduation. And I know I had a lot of kindergartens who were going to be graduating or graduated already. So this book is for you. "'Twas the night before graduation. School had flown by so fast. Kids prepared for their big day that would be here at last. Oodles of art projects were displayed on the wall. The very first ones had been made back in fall. At home, the kids practiced their graduation song. Most sang it in key. No one got the words wrong. Some went over their steps for tomorrow's cool dance. Sam slid across the floor and split his sweatpants. Kate got her hair trimmed, her bangs now straight. George made a card saying, "Miss Sunshine, you're great." Clean outfits were hung in the closets with care. Sneakers or sandals, oh, which pair to wear? Kids flipped and they flopped about in their beds, while visions of kindergarten danced in their heads. Then before they knew it, it was graduation day. Would their teachers miss them? Would their friends move away? Parents dropped off their kids. "We'll see you in a while." Miss Sunshine greeted her class with a lightly sad smile. "Are you ready?" she asked. The kids shouted, "Let's go." So they put on their caps for their graduation show. When what to their wonder struck eyes should appear, but a gym full of families, everyone was here. The stage, how festive, the lights so bright. Some kids started getting a touch of stage fright. The kindergartners performed to a proud, beaming crowd. People stood up and clapped as the children all bowed. The ceremony wrapped up with a favorite song. Parents knew it too, so they all sang along. "Happy graduation," Miss Sunrise cut into the cake and said to everyone, "This year was amazing. Look at all that you've done." The kids were excited for summer, but sad to say goodbye. Miss Sunshine wished them well. Was a tear in her eye? The whole class had loved the fun memories they made. Kindergarten was great. Now it's on to first grade. And that is the end of the night before kindergarten graduation. The Very Fairy Princess Graduation by Julie Andrews and Emma Watson Hamilton, illustrated by Christine Danvenier. Hello, hello. I'm Jerry. I'm a very fairy princess. Not everyone believes me. And I try not to brag about it too much, but my wings and crown do give me away a bit. My wings and crown do give me away a bit. Fairy princesses are very enthusiastic. We love being creative and hobnobbing with new friends, and we're at our best on special occasions. It's the perfect way to share our sparkle with the world. Speaking of special occasions, a big one is around the corner. It's the end of the school year, graduation time. We've returned all our library books, finished our special projects, and emptied our cubbies. Next year, we'll be in a new classroom with a new teacher. To be honest, I'm having a hard time finding my sparkle about this. Change is hard, even for a fairy princess. Aww. First of all, I love Miss Prin, the teacher we've had all year. She lets me wear my crown in class, and we get to paint and dance and sing and do fun projects. I also love our classroom and our class pet, Houdini the hamster. Miss Prin says, my exuberance will set the tone wherever I go, and we are all ready to move on. I don't feel ready at all. We don't even know who the new teacher will be. Miss Prince says she's sure it will be someone very nice. How can she be so sure? What if it's a grumpy witch with a wart on her nose? What if there's no class pet? Worst of all, what if I'm not allowed to bring my wings and crown to class? Fairy princesses are team players, but it's important to be ready for curveballs. Mommy says she's sure everything will be just fine. And besides, all my friends are moving up as well. Daddy says my sparkle will brighten any classroom. My brother Stuart says I'll be a princess even if I wore a paper bag on my head. This does not help. On the last day of school, things get even worse. All our artwork comes down off the walls, even my life-size portrait of Miss Prin. We say goodbye to Houdini, who is going to a farm for summer vacation. The classroom looks so empty. I'm going to miss everything so much. Fairy princesses can be a tad sentimental. Miss Prin gathered us together on the rug. Good news, boys and girls, she says. Your new teacher has been announced. His name is Mr. Bonero. Mr. Bonero? Our new teacher is a man? He'll never believe that I'm a fairy princess, and he can't possibly appreciate my wings and crown. This is going to be the most unsparkly year in my school history. The next morning, I am so upset I can hardly eat breakfast. Daddy makes his special pancakes, but I only have 3. Even a fairy princess can lose her appetite when she's stressed. Mommy tells me I have the whole summer to get used to the idea of my new teacher. I say, well, I don't want him calling me Geraldine. Stuart says, oh, please. When I get to school, there's another problem. We have to wear a funny hat with a tassel and a blue robe for graduation. I can go without my wings for the ceremony, but I can't possibly give up my crown. A fairy princess without a crown is like a cone without ice cream. Miss Prin understands. She pins my crown on the top of my hat. Congratulations, my fairy princess graduate, she says. Keep that sparkle bright. The hat feels wobbly, so I walk with my head very straight. Fairy princesses have perfect posture, so it's easy to adjust. The graduation ceremony begins. Miss Prin and some of the other teachers make speeches telling our parents how proud they are of us. Mr. Higginbottom leads us all in a song. Then our names are called, and one by one we walk through the graduation arch. Everyone applauds. We throw our hats in the air. Whee! Oh no, my crown. It flies off my hat and sails over the audience. A hand reaches up to snatch it. Who can it be? Will I ever get my crown back? Graduation is ruined. After the ceremony, there's a party with cupcakes and punch, but I'm too upset to celebrate. I am putting my wings back on when a voice says, I think this belongs to you. A man with curly hair and twinkly eyes is holding my crown. He has orange sneakers and polka-dotted socks. A fairy princess should never be without her royal accessories, he says, smiling. Jerry, isn't it? I'm Mr. Bonero. I'm so happy you'll be in my class. You're going to love Hazel, our pet hedgehog. Looks like next year will be super sparkly after all. And that is the end of my the very fairy princess graduation girl by Julie Andrews. Boys and girls, Ladies and gentlemen, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. I do not own the rights to any of these books that I have read to you, but I do love storytelling magic. And the magic of this stories are that I didn't know that Julie Andrews, The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews, wrote a book. So this is a surprise for me as it is for you, and I absolutely love it. The Very Fairy Princess Graduation Girl. Boys and girls, I know that some of you graduated, or some of you are graduating, or your family are celebrating graduations all over. I graduated a very, very long time ago, and my daughter actually graduated last year. But because of everything that was going on in the world, she didn't actually have a real graduation ceremony. So it was a little bit strange for us. And that is why it's so important that I'm able to celebrate graduation right here with you. Because I know how special it is to your families. From when you're little to when you're in the middle to when you're all the way up and you're leaving like my girl and going off to college from high school graduation. I hope that your graduation is fun, or was fun, or is going to be fun. And you get to see all of your family and get to say goodbye to all of your teachers and welcome the new grade that you're going to be going in. Because every change is usually for the better. So embrace it. Embrace that you're graduating and you're moving on to bigger and better places. And still keep those memories right in here of all the good times you had with family and friends and teachers. God, as a teacher myself of after school, I love my kids. And I love to see when you guys are thriving and doing well and moving on to other things. Even though we miss you so much, we still love to see you graduate. No graduation would be complete without little boy Debbie. And that's why she's here with me today, because she's got her graduation outfit on. I've got my cap and gown on, and we are ready for what is coming next. What that is, we don't know, but we know that we are ready. So what do you say? On to our next adventure? On to our next adventure? On to our next adventure. Bye.